Came a long way. Came a long way. Came a long way. Came a long way. Been a long way. Real long way. And it's still that way. Still that way. Still that way. Still broad day. Live that way. Drill that way. Came a long way. Real long way. Been a long way. Real long way. And it's still that way. 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 It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And all eyes are on Cooper Kupp. It was a nice line for him a week ago, reaching the century mark and scoring a touchdown. It's the Rams and the 49ers on EA Sports.
Two clubs here, each looking to rebound from a Week 1 loss as we're underway on EA Sports. And now the rookie's free. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line. So here the Rams set to go to work on offense. And they're led by a man who topped the 50,000-yard mark in passing for his career a season ago. In year 15 now, here's Matthew Stafford.
And he certainly had his share of struggles in the opener, threw a couple of ill-timed interceptions in the game. So that was something that was harped upon all week in practice. Because if he's going to help this team be a winning one, he can't give the football away like he did last week.
From the 38 now, here's second down and 7. Stafford now to throw. And a catch right side by Evans. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Now it's Stafford. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Fourth down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Partner, doesn't seem like it, but that's a tough spot for a kicker. First drive of the game, and they're calling on him. He should be warmed up. He should be into the game, but sometimes it's almost like, oh, what, now already? Can't they put it in the end zone? What's going on here?
Yeah, he's probably saying if you can't get it in the end zone, can you give me a 30, 40-yarder? A long one, and he can't connect. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 8 carries, 52 yards.
There were some signs of life from their ground game last week, but overall, just a so-so performance. Everyone knows they can make a slight improvement how they contribute to this aspect of the offense. Linemen can set their blocks and hold them a little bit longer, and he can be quicker to the hole and hit a lane. If they do that, they should get some better numbers produced this week.
Throwing his Lance on third down. Able to haul it in is Kittle. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Okay, so the personal foul penalty, and those are some important yards lost right there.
Yeah, it all comes down to discipline, doesn't it? And every team tells us that they coach it, they preach it. In this case, it slipped a little bit.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes. You can read his hands. And you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. And the Rams are going to have it here at their own 15.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that third down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you've got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
And a quick shuffle pass here is complete. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down. You look at this Niner defense. They're currently 6th in the NFL in defending the run.
Now if they could just get their pass defense in line, this unit would be really, really strong. And remember the conversation with the defensive coordinator? He wants him to rush the passer better. He wants to see the quarterback on the ground. They've got to create some sacks.
And he said it starts early and often. We'll see if they can get to him. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Now Stafford. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
3rd and 2, Stafford. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 2 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. On is Presley Harvin now as he'll send this one away. This is taken around the 12. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first one. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Lance again here on 2nd and 10. Connects with Kittle underneath. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Lance looking to throw it. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. Chris Wormley able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up 4th down. Wishnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. Now Landry. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. They'll run on first down with Evans. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. First down, Los Angeles there with a pickup of 14 yards. Here's Stafford. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Cup. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
On second down, a run with Evans. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. To throw is Stafford. Got an open man, finding Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hookup and set up a 1st and goal.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Williams will score. Touchdown, L.A. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Crosby with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was capped off by the Kyren Williams touchdown run. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he will be out of bounds. A good yardage there, and he'll get a second to catch his breath as it leads us right into the 2-minute warning. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. And Lance now to throw. And that is incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now for getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. At that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lance. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here's Mitch Wishnowsky now. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10. They start the drive with Evans. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 34. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all 11 on defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
18 more yards there and another 1st down. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the 1st half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Stafford. That'll be caught by Cup. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Here's Stafford. He gets this into the hands of Cup once again. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. From the red zone now, Stafford. Caught, it's Wilson. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
22.
Back to throw, Stafford. Yeah, he's got it. Driving for the goal line, but he's knocked down short. And with no timeouts, no chance to get the field goal unit out there. And frustration going to set in as that is going to be how this 1st half will come to a close. And we welcome welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now Lance. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Alexander Johnson. And the Rams are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. 53 yards rushing for him now to this point.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 4. Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Jefferson. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So the completion good for 7 there, and it's 2nd down. Out of the gun, Stafford. To the right side and complete to Jefferson. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another 1st down. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Throwing again is Stafford. And it's caught. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit.
And he takes it across for a Rams touchdown. Kyren Williams, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year, and the Rams have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point up and good by Crosby, and it's now 14-0. That time a 6-play drive, and it was capped off by the Kyren Williams touchdown run. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
They'll set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a 2nd player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turned it into a successful play.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points.
And that's caught inside the 30. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. A big play there for the Niners. And even 40 yards. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Got a man right side. It's McCaffrey. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Lance to throw on 2nd down here. Escaping the pressure right. Touchdown! Chase Claypool. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the 49ers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Moody good with the extra point. And that'll make our score of 14-7. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. This fielded right at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Rams ready to go on offense. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Cook beats the defense first that time. There really was a defense who could stop him the last 2 years. Only an ankle injury slowed him down, ending his 2022 season after 9 games. He was on an all-pro pace, and we expect to see the same again this year.
And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Rams out in front here. They've got control of the football as well as we get set for the 4th quarter. An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. A give running right is Evans. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 70 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. They'll go again here with Evans. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it 3rd down.
He had to fight for every yard on that run. Shook himself free of the tackle and kept fighting, even with the rest of the defense closing in on him. That's the kind of effort you'll take every single time.
And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 15, and the Rams have a 1st down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. 11 more yards that go around, a 1st down as well. Evans is going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Well, he's been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Here's Lance to throw it. On the move to his left. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a play fake. Lance, flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Lance on the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
And the Rams got it. They bring him down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time here. Lance. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Rams get the football in outstanding field position. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. 2nd down and 6 now from the 26. Now a give up the middle to Williams. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. They'll try and run for it with Evans. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 108 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. They'll run here with Evans. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Again, a run with Evans. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. They'll try to surge ahead with Evans. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. And now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The kick by Crosby is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. Well, they got the ball already. They're not going to risk the yardage and running another 4th down. They decline it.
And what was that they taught you in law school, that possession is 9/10 of the law?
I didn't go to law school.
Oh, you didn't? I thought you did. Well, I'm going to give that to you anyway. Possession is 9/10 of the law, and it's 9/10 of this game, too. Having the football counts.
You're so litigious. Well, the 49ers settling in for their next drive. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now, you're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence. But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, these guys are not going to go out with their tails between their legs. They're going to keep taking their shots until the clock's at triple zeros. But that one, like a lot of others, winds up incomplete.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing to the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. One final try now for Lance. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. Now the defense loses him. It's complete. And the ball is knocked out. And so we're into maneuver. So the L.A. Rams with a victory here.